The security of the nation depends on the men and women who serve in the 5 rings of the Pentagon. Before any military action can be taken anywhere in the world, the mission must be planned and approved in the outer and most important ring, the E-ring.
What? Haters just surround me, part of the game. Soldiers hold it down, we part of the game. Cops trying to lock us down, part of the game. We all part of the game. Switch got us wildin', part of the game. Thugs never smiling, part of the game. Judges holding grudges, part of the game. We all part of the game. Telling stories of horror, you think we dramatized. Been so many blessings, position myself with open eyes. Can't believe the situation at hand. I'm busting on my phones, avoided it in my hand. But at times having stress, thug is the way I know. Leaving me no decision, confrontation turn to blows. You make me wonder why stressing to take me under. Do you know what I've been through? I leave you a permanent slumber. Why you wanna hit someone you like me?
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
See you after.
I love you.
The FBI is still here. They think we're all terrorists.
It's part of our life now, huh?
What's with the truck?
He's got a gun. What the hell? Nobody move!
Hey!
Stay where you are! Don't! Stay where you are! I mean it!
Cover us! We want the press to see the body. Dump him here. Get it off the truck. Let's go, let's go! Start barricading the door!
What do you want from us?
Shut the hell up!
.1138 to dispatch. 1013, we have agents down.
Get these people back!
Do not talk. Do not sit. Stay exactly where you are.
What's happening, Major?
This one's not on the military plate, sir. Civilian law enforcement has jurisdiction.
Well, download me anyway.
Detroit PD and FBI have established a perimeter around a mosque, which is situated in a busy warehouse district on the south side of the city. Hostage rescue team is evacuating surrounding buildings while the FBI tries to figure out what these guys want.
Approximately 30 hostages, 6 to 10 hostage takers. 1 hostage and 2 FBI agents were killed in the initial takedown, sir.
The FBI were there already?
They had the mosque on routine surveillance.
Standard procedure nowadays. Post 9/11 America, sir.
What about the hostage takers?
We don't know much about their intent, but they were seen unloading heavy explosives into the mosque. So the thinking is this might be some sort of payback for past Muslim extremist terrorism.
Did the FBI find any links to terrorist groups?
Negative, sir. In fact, the FBI's own assessment is the Muslims in that mosque are loyal, flag-waving Americans.
Movement, we have movement. Tango coming out the front door. He's got a hostage. Hold your fire.
Hold on, sir.
Holy Crusaders.
Ring any bells, sir?
No.
Looks like a militia group.
They're calling for a holy war between Christians and Muslims.
U.S. Army, free Lars Vogel.
Not on the military's plate.
detonator is armed.
Lars Vogel is a murderer, and don't let that photo fool you. He isn't Army, and he never has been.
4 months ago, Lars went to Iraq as an employee to a private firm contracted to serve food to our troops. Hours after he arrived in Baghdad, he shot and killed 2 innocent Iraqis. When our MPs arrested him, he calmly explained that he was on a holy crusade to kill Muslims. These are the Holy Crusaders, fundamentalist militia group formed by Lars Vogel and his brother Jared. That's them in the box.
Jared led the attack on the mosque. He's threatening to kill hostages unless we release his brother within 24 hours.
So we're still holding the brother?
Affirmative, sir, in the white boy section of Abu Ghraib.
These Holy Crusader wackos want to round up all Muslim Americans, put them in internment camps just like we did with Japanese Americans during World War II.
I believe you all know the Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs, Danton Murphy.
And why wasn't the story of this murder in Iraq headline news?
I had my department bury it.
Why?
Well, I figured that a story about a Christian extremist who murders innocent Muslims would only fuel Iraq's insurgency.
Well, these extremists are every bit as committed as the terrorists we're seeing in Iraq.
Except these terrorists are American.
Sir, we should issue a warning order to Delta, get them spun up in case the FBI wants our help.
Hold on. Unless the president or the attorney general waives posse comitatus, it is illegal for the U.S. military to get involved domestically.
Our military has been operating for months along the Gulf Coast.
This isn't about helping people after a hurricane. This is about using the military to domestic law enforcement capacity.
Well, the FBI's hostage rescue team is good, but Delta has superior training, weapons, and techniques.
And I'm sure the SecDef will make that case to the attorney general. But we can't just put troops on alert for a mission that isn't even legal yet.
Delta Commander's on the line, sir.
I thought we weren't issuing a warning order, sir.
We're not. Been watching the news, Mickey? I'd be a forward leaner on this one. Yeah, right. Did I issue an order? He'll assemble his men, he'll get Delta's gear and birds ready for a training exercise.
So they'll be ready to deploy to Detroit when the order comes.
Better than getting caught with our pants down. Those politicians take too long making their minds up.
Speaking of which, Delta's going to need an advanced team planning their takedown. Just so happens the domestic emergency support team has a bird leaving for Detroit.
No law against us sending observers to advise the FBI.
Who's available?
Me, sir.
I meant ODAs on standby alert.
No one's going to be up to speed like I am, sir.
Major, I know that you're just itching to get up from behind that desk, but you've had a pretty rough time lately, son.
I'm good to go, sir. Really.
Get eyes on that mosque. Start planning the takedown.
Roger that, sir.
Don't look at me like that. You people started this holy war.
Hey, Jared, what now?
FBI moved more sharpshooters to the northwest.
No hostage sits. They sit, they die.
Sergeant Pierce?
Ms. Listen.
The SOD is sending observers to Detroit?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure Colonel McNulty will be happy to brief you.
Is Major Tisnitsky going?
Yes, ma'am, but it is standard procedure for special forces to observe hostage situations.
Well, I'm not worried about the legality. I'm worried about the major.
Ma'am?
After everything he's been through lately, Detroit is a powder keg. Are you sure he's in the right frame of mind for this?
That's not my place to say, ma'am.
So What's the Joint Terrorism Task Force got on these Holy Crusaders?
Hello, Agent McCoy. How are you today? Fine, Major Wisniewski. Thanks for asking.
Come on now, you've been an FBI liaison for quite a while, Roma. You know that in the Pentagon, the niceties are implied. So what do you got?
We've executed search warrants on the Crusaders' homes and businesses, and we're currently questioning their friends, relatives, acquaintances.
Any indicators as to intent?
One of the suspects bought a trip to Mexico with his girlfriend, leaving the day after tomorrow.
So if he was planning his escape, that means he was thinking about getting out alive. That's good news for us.
It's not all good. 2 days ago, Jared Vogel cashed out his bank account to pay off his mother's mortgage, and his ex-wife said she came home to find Jared's dog chained to her front porch.
He's giving away his money and his dog?
Either he's smart enough to know he's going to prison,
Or he's not intending on living that long. All right, thanks, Roma.
I thought that niceties were implied.
Major, you need to hurry. That plane is going to leave for Detroit with or without you.
All right, call motor pool. We need a ride to Andrews as soon as Captain Wilkerson's team gets here.
They're already here, sir.
Why did you page me?
Miss Lisset insisted on briefing them first.
What? Since when does the SecDef's lawyer brief operators behind the commander's back?
Repeat it back to me. Under no circumstances am I to violate my observational role and become directly involved in the execution of the law.
Ms.
Under
Liston,
penalty
to what do we owe the pleasure?
Reviewing the rules of engagement with your men, Major.
Will you? You boys want to step outside a minute? The next time you want to give orders to my men, Sonny, you can do it through me.
I just want to be clear about our role in Detroit, Major. And for the record, I don't need permission to brief your men.
Look, even generals respect the chain of command, and there's no confusion. We're going to Detroit as observers.
You're going in as an advance team for Delta Force. Come on, Sod could be sending anybody. Colonel McNulty wants you there to plan a military rescue.
Look, those hostages have less than 20 hours to live, and I've got a plane to catch. Look, there's nothing else.
No, you're right. We wouldn't want to miss it. I've got a window seat.
It's real easy. Either I get a phone call from my brother telling me he's been released, or I start killing people. You've got 16 hours and 4 minutes.
All right, listen, Bobby, until the lawyers sign off, we'll have to start planning Delta's breach for them.
Yeah, I'll get the blueprints. Electrical, plumbing, HVAC.
Send scans of everything decides where people will start wargaming.
Roger that.
And Bobby, do it all through the locals so the FBI doesn't notice.
I gotcha.
We should check in with the FBI incident commander before we do anything else.
Yeah, Bobby just went to look for him.
Yeah, well, the Joint Operations Center's right over there.
They'll get you. Excuse me, Agent Hall? James Wisniewski, Samantha Liston.
Welcome to Detroit.
The DOD is here to help, not to get in the way.
No offense, but I'm in the thick of it here. Joint Intel Center's in the back. Please get the sit rep from them.
No problem.
Okay, people, let's go. Blue team, execute.
Blue team moving into position.
You sending in a recon element?
We would have had cameras and mics in there hours ago, but...
The news media.
Making my life hell. It took us this long just to find that blind spot.
Movement! Southwest corner! Southwest, on me!
Explosion, southwest corner. Agents down. We have agents down.
Get him out of there. Now!
Muslims aren't the only ones that know how to blow things up. Who said you could get down? Get up! Get up!
Get up! Get up! You heard him! Get up!
I warned you people not to approach the building. Now, please, don't force me to kill anyone else.
The damn press. They keep showing every move the FBI makes. You think if we asked them nicely, they'd turn their cameras off?
Not a snowball's chance, sir.
Well, if the press won't help willingly, then we'll just have to jam their broadcasts. We're going to need electronic warfare bird in Detroit.
I warn the Air Force, sir. Christian terrorists take mosque. That's a load of bull. There's nothing Christian about them.
About 1 billion Muslims aren't going to see it that way.
Sir, if anybody is naive enough to pin the actions of a few fanatics on Christianity...
The 9/11 hijackers were fanatics. And don't tell me that you didn't start looking at all Muslims a little differently after that day.
I'd like to think I made the distinction, sir.
We can't make peace between the world's religions, Pierce. But maybe we can end this crisis before it gets any uglier. Now get me an EW bird in Detroit. Make the call.
Yes, sir.
These buildings block the view from every direction except this area. We'll concentrate our search there.
He's probably operating out of this parking structure.
Tell me what you're doing, Major?
The terrorists have Overwatch. It's the only way they could have known that your team was sneaking up on their blind spot.
We checked for that. Terrorists don't have anyone outside our perimeter.
Well, you might not have spotted them, but they're somewhere in this area.
Army's here to observe, not to take command. You got a problem with that? There's the door.
The Major was just trying to...
You want to give me a minute? Look, I'm sorry about your men. I'm here to help you out.
You're trying to take over.
Not true.
No? Where's Delta on its way? Yeah. And I know about how your boss is trying to get the president to overrule my boss and waive posse comitatus.
Screw our bosses. We're here, you and me. And we both want the same things, to get those hostages out of there safely.
You find him, my people do the takedown.
You got it.
Delta's assault will be both surgical and overwhelming, utilizing multiple breach points to trap and kill the enemy while minimizing the risk to the hostages.
A top-down assault.
Delta's specialty, sir.
First, NEW Bird will jam the TV cameras, blinding them to what's happening outside. Second, our team will establish entry points with breaching charges here, here, and on the roof here. We'll come at them from the top and the back of the mosque, forcing them to escape through the doorway here.
Where the perimeter teams will kill them as they attempt to flee.
What about explosives?
Well, that's the wild card, sir, but we'll know more when we have eyes and ears in the building.
So it's true.
Oh, Mr. Secretary...
We still don't have a waiver of posse comitatus, Admiral. This operation is illegal.
The president may change that at any moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on the president waiving posse comitatus. He knows it's a bad idea.
He will. He knows that Delta is the best chance those hostages have of getting out alive.
If the U.S. Army storms a mosque on TV and innocent Muslims die, the Arab Street is going to claim that it was the Pentagon's plan all along.
That is ridiculous.
Well, of course it is. But we're dealing with a part of the world where half the people think the Israelis took down the World Trade Center just so they could blame Muslims.
We can't blink just because we're afraid of how the Arab Street is going to spin this story.
If the U.S. Army takes the blame for hostages dying, it might lead to further attacks on our troops overseas.
Sir, these hostages are Americans. We're just trying to save lives here.
Well, I am too. The lives of our soldiers. Best thing for them? Let the FBI take the heat when this whole thing goes south, which it probably will.
I didn't do it.
What's this?
Grenade launcher with a flashbang.
I'm not qualified on this, sir.
Oh, here he is.
You gotta be kidding me. We can have someone here in 5. Give me that thing.
He's been sending an all clear every 2 minutes.
Clever.
Not clever enough.
Hey, you two, get up! Get your asses up, right now.
Please let the women rest.
Jared. Cut her free of the old lady.
Thank you.
And Marcus.
Yeah.
Make her a decoy.
Got it.
No, please, please.
You know what? Keep talking, Osama. I dare you.
He doesn't look happy, JT.
Enemy at Overwatch. You were right.
Happens occasionally.
Anyway, you see anything else that needs doing? You do it.
Sir, the FBI hasn't been able to get our eyes and ears inside the mosque, but maybe we can.
How?
6 months back, that robotics firm that tried to sell us their gear. Maybe it's time to take them up on that free demo.
They get us eyes and ears, I'll get them a DOD contract if I have to go door to door.
Yes, sir.
Major Tisnewski, how's it going? Ken Watkins, Clifton Robotics.
That was fast.
Yeah, I had a police escort. Did like 90 the entire way. It was pretty sweet.
You been briefed on our situation, Ken?
Sergeant Pierce filled me in. You guys sound pretty screwed.
Well, maybe not now that you're here. Colonel McNulty said you have a pretty cool toy. Is that it?
Yeah, it's a mini-bot we developed with DARPA. The Worm.
That?
Oh yeah, she may not look like much, but she's got stereo mics and high-res video.
Man, I gotta get one of these for... Yo!
I can pilot her remotely through a pipe small as an inch in diameter.
For real?
Yeah. Well, the mosque has a sewer connection, right?
I heard you found the enemy's Overwatch.
Look, do me a favor and spare me the rules of engagement lecture, okay?
Oh, I was going to say well done. Did you participate directly in the takedown?
We provided technical advice and support.
So you didn't fire that grenade into the van?
But what I do is to save lives. What about you?
You know, there are a lot of officers in SOD, Major. Why are you the one on this mission?
You think somebody could do this job better than me?
I think there are a lot of people who probably haven't been under the stress that you have been lately.
I'm only thinking about one thing right now. That's getting those hostages out. If you want to help with that, great. If not, I'd appreciate it if you walked away.
Jared has stopped responding, so our negotiator's calls. We're gonna cut off the power, see if that won't get him talking again.
If he does, what are you planning to offer him?
Frankly, we've run out of cards. Unless the Pentagon wants to deal us a new hand. You're the ones holding his brother.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
We negotiate with terrorists all the time.
Not directly. And what's the point? We're not going to release his brother.
So offer him something else.
Like what?
You're the lawyer.
I'm not authorized to negotiate on the DOD's behalf.
If it buys us time, maybe you should get authorization. But of course, that would make you part of the solution.
Hi, it's Samantha. Listen, I need to speak with the secretary. You're a real jerk in the field, you know that?
Now. Are you trying to piss me off?
Mr. Vogel?
Who is this?
This is Samantha Liston, the Associate General Counsel for the Secretary of Defense. I've been authorized to negotiate on his behalf. Well, sir, you have the Defense Department's attention.
My brother was defending Christianity, and you people arrested him for it.
Mr. Vogel, your brother was arrested because he shot 2 unarmed civilians.
This is a holy war, Miss Liston. Now, the sooner we acknowledge that fact, the sooner our side is gonna win.
If you release the women and children, the army will bring your brother home from Iraq.
You'll set him free?
We'll let him face trial with an American jury of his peers.
I want him free.
If we do that, how long before Christians start getting taken hostage to secure the release of Muslim terrorists? Does your brother really want the blood of those innocent Christians on his hands?
You're trying to confuse me.
No. I just think you're a lot more reasonable than the media is giving you credit for. Everyone wins. If we publicly announce that your brother will return to the United States and face trial, and you prove to the world that you are no terrorist by releasing the women and children. Mr. Vogel?
Activity, front door. Looks like a hostage release. I've got 2 legitimate targets. Sniper 1, I have a shot.
Sniper 2, I got a shot. Hold. All teams, hold. They're only sending out the men, not the women and children.
All teams, hold.
Why are they letting the men go?
To show us they're willing to kill the women and children.
One of the Muslims is a Marine. Here it is. I flagged it because he's the only hostage with military experience.
Mohammed Safid.
This is your fault!
I understand how you feel, sir.
You were watching our mosque. You let this happen.
He'll arrest you.
I don't care. The FBI wasn't here spying on us. You let those gunmen into our mosque. You let this happen.
Calm down. No, it's okay.
Mohammed
Let me talk
Safid.
to him.
Sergeant, Mohammed Safid.
Not anymore.
Once a Marine, always a Marine. You got a minute? Daughter Faraj, she's still inside?
The FBI's keeping a file on my daughter?
This is your service file. I'm not FBI, I'm U.S. Army.
Army, why would the Army? Delta. You're Delta.
Look, we're running out of time, and I need to sneak eyes and ears in there, but I have to have a better idea of the tactical situation. What can you tell me?
Everything.
Good. Come with me.
Has posse comitatus been waived, sir?
Well, the Attorney General still thinks that the FBI can handle the situation. The SecDef disagrees, and he's asking the president to overrule.
You think that'll happen?
I hope so. I saw firsthand what turf wars between government agencies did at Waco.
You were at Waco, sir?
With Delta. I can still smell the fires. 79 people died, Pierce. Never again.
So we're looking at a total of 10 tangos?
9. This one isn't a terrorist. She's a decoy like my daughter.
Bobby, mark the decoys in blue. We don't want anyone shot by mistake.
Now, what about a secondary entry through the south wall?
You can't breach through the south wall. It's solid concrete reinforced with rebar.
Jared's in that bunker there?
Yes, but he's standing on a pressure plate detonator. The instant he steps off that thing, the entire building will blow up.
So how are we gonna take him out without killing everybody? Headshot?
You'll knock him off the plate.
Not if we use the uranium-tipped round right through the roof.
We do it right, he'll fall straight down on the pressure plate.
How are we gonna confirm the kill?
We'll have video inside, won't we, Ken?
Oh, yeah, totally.
I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes.
I know, beats Xbox. Oh, crap.
What?
Oh, it's just the wrong turn. I'll go back.
No pressure, Ken, but when you screw up at Halo, nobody dies.
All right, get it out of sight. Go left. Your other left.
That's her. That's my daughter. They still have her dressed as a decoy. Wait a minute.
We have to keep going. All right? All right, keep it moving. Keep it moving, Ken.
Okay.
Marcus, I gotta hit the head.
Get it back. Back.
Got our eyes and ears.
All right, we're good to go. What's Delta's ETA?
Yeah, they just got into town.
Colonel,
What is it, Pierce?
state is reporting riots outside of our embassies in Egypt and Jordan. Amman Embassy reports that 2 Marine guards were injured when a firebomb was thrown at its front gate.
Damn it. We may need to evacuate non-essential personnel. Pull the NEO files for those embassies.
Already on your desk, sir. Evacuating embassies because some fanatics take a mosque hostage?
Fanatics who know a thing or two about manipulating the media to get their message out. Everything these Holy Crusaders have done has been designed to play out for the TV camera.
Well, you take those cameras away, they're just thugs with guns.
Yeah, but with wall-to-wall news coverage. They built themselves a hell of a pulpit to preach their hate from, and there are millions of people watching.
God forbid the hostages die, the religious violence that could set off.
Well, that's the nightmare scenario these Holy Crusaders have wanted all along.
Yeah, thanks. We got a problem here.
What is it?
TV news crew just got arrested for trespassing on Selfridge Air Force Base. They had a camera crew watching the runway.
That the Army's famed Delta Force has been deployed to an Air Force base just a few miles away from the hostage standoff.
They're giving away our whole damn
The
playbook.
federal government's most elite counter-terrorist groups, the Delta Force, recruits their operators mainly from the U.S. Army Special Forces.
Tell me they're not watching this.
Jared, come quick!
They're watching.
Training compound at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Delta has been called the
What is it?
best hostage rescue unit in the world. Delta's presence would suggest
They'll kill us all.
You know something, Marcus? The one thing I admire about the Muslims. They're willing to be martyrs for their cause.
He's going to kill the hostages.
Oh, how fast can Delta get here?
Delta Force isn't coming. The president has refused to waive posse comitatus.
Why?
Because he's afraid the military will get blamed for a bloodbath.
Look, Delta couldn't get here fast enough anyway. You've got to go in there now.
He's gonna blow that building. I can't do this without your help.
Then you've got it. Look, don't even try, all right?
I won't. Just be careful.
Where are you going?
I can't witness you breaking the law. So I'm walking away.
All right, you're up. Let's go. Saddle up.
The news chopper. What's this?
Frying pan. This is Eagle 1, over.
Eagle 1, Frying Pan. We're on station and awaiting your order.
Any news about that?
What's going on over there?
Well, the FBI hasn't issued any further public comment. Get the shot. Get the shot.
Frying pan, this is Eagle 1. Fry the eggs for 90 seconds. I say again, fry the eggs for 9 or 0 seconds.
We copy, Eagle 1.
As you can see behind me, the FBI is... What the hell's happening? We've lost the signal.
60 seconds. Go.
Picture is back in 5, 4, 3.
In
Decoy! 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 Clear!
Clear.
No. Para, stay with me. Stay with me. Para.
I need a medic over here now! Medic!
Put pressure on it, right here. Come on, come on.
Medic!
Come on, come on.
Hey, Bird!
All right, man? Hey, you all right? Come on. My bad.
Jerk.
JT, come on. Hey, come on. JT. Hey, come on, get up. They got it under control. Come on.
All right, we got her in the clear.
I know, man, but we got to get out.
We got her in the clear.
Hey, we get on the nightly news and it's game over. We have got to bail.
Major Tisnewski played no role in the final takedown.
Posse comitatus was never waived. It would have been illegal for him to participate in any capacity beyond providing technical support.
Which the Major did provide, in the spirit of interagency cooperation.
Yes, the entire Special Operations Division is to be commended for a job well done.
Well, thank you, sir, but the FBI really deserves the credit for doing such a swell job.
You get that?
You know, it's too bad that the TV cameras surrounding the mosque were electronically jammed during the assault. I wonder what insight they might have provided.
We provided that technical assistance at the FBI's request. I have a signed affidavit from the FBI incident commander right here.
I want to get this clear. You're saying, for the record, that Major Tisnewski just stood by while the FBI rescued the hostages. At no time did he violate posse comitatus.
I did not witness any violation.
You did not witness any violations. Now, those were very carefully chosen words, Samantha.
Oh, I always choose my words carefully, Danton. I'm a lawyer.
Well, it was practically Clintonian. It's brilliant. Of course, we all know it was a total whitewash.
Well, if you had concerns, Mr. Secretary, why didn't you bring it up at the meeting?
I don't like to shine a light on things that are going to make my job even more difficult. Let's just hope that a month from now, a videotape doesn't surface that shows us what we all know, that Major Tisnewski was up to his eyeballs in illegal activity.
Is that all, sir?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why Major Tisnewski wasn't at the briefing.
Well, there's an innocent explanation for that. He's still in Detroit, where he's loaning his support.
While I was watching, you did a slow dissolve. While I was watching, you did a slow dissolve. While I was watching, you did a slow dissolve. Did I imagine, or do the walls have eyes? Did I imagine they're the hypnotized? Did I imagine?
Hey, Sonny. Wait up.
How's the girl?
Out of the woods. Yeah, here I am too, thanks to you. The colonel told me what you said in the debriefing.
Oh, we really shouldn't talk about it.
You know, there are a lot of lawyers on your staff, Sonny. How come you're the one who came along to keep an eye on me?
It's my job.
Anyway, I'm glad it was you.